that tape as locker room talk. You're his campaign manager, the only woman at the head of that campaign. What did you think when you saw and you heard that? Truthfully, what was your reaction?
My initial reaction was very close to what Melania Trump said. I was offended, and I think that language is offensive and disgusting, and I'm also very happy that he apologized. I'm glad that he holds himself, accountable, because I look at the full measure of people, what they've said, what they've done, and how they deal with adversity that comes to them. And Donald Trump is absolutely correct. These are words compared to actions. And he made that very clear tonight, that Hillary Clinton blaming and shaming the women in her husband's lives, that is not somebody who's standing up for women.
But the term locker room talk, you had the highest ranking woman in Congress, Republican woman, Kathy McMorris Rodgers, blowing that off and saying, no, no, no. This is suggesting sexual assault. And
that's a very unfortunate phrase, and people really should stop using that.
Why?
Because I know him better, and I know better.
But it's what he said.
He did not say the word sexual assault.
No, it's what he implied that he wanted to do.
If you want to talk about sexual assault right here in the hall, I know CNN doesn't want to interview them for whatever reason. You give Miss Universe a big platform. But we have in the hall tonight Juanita Broderick and Kathleen Willey and Paula Jones and Kathy Shelton, the 12-year-old rape victim, that 2 years before the rape shield laws were implemented in Arkansas, Hillary Clinton defending her 42-year-old rapist, successfully defending him, getting him a plea bargain. She was able to blame and shame that victim as well, who was 12 years old. So we can talk about sexual assault, but let's have a full conversation about it. And this is just what I know. I have to assess people based on what I see in totem. And this is a man I've been alone with many times who's never been anything but a gracious and gentleman, and elevated me to the top level of his campaign the way he's elevated women in the Trump organization for decades, because he respects women.
Well, let me just say that CNN at the time, many, many years ago, did fully litigate. These two gentlemen were actually covering the Clinton White House, fully talk about and report on their stories at the time, because it is very old. And because you brought it up, I just have to say, Kellyanne,
how she treated them.
Well, no, well, it was real time. I just have to say, because you brought it up, that your boss himself back in 1998 told Neil Cavuto about these victims. I don't necessarily agree with his victims, talking about Bill Clinton. His victims are terrible. He, meaning Bill Clinton, is a real victim himself. He put himself in that position, and he talked about how unattractive these people are.
So in 1998, we're not going to talk about Paula Jones because it's too old, but we'll talk about what Donald Trump said as a private citizen.
No, because at that time he was defending Bill Clinton and going after these guys, and now he's changed his
gotten to know them since then. We took note of Hillary Clinton's comment on the campaign trail, naturally, but she said all sexual assault victims deserve to be heard and believed. These are her words. She's running for president now. She wants to be the president of all people, I assume, except the ones she thinks are deplorable and irredeemable, which is tens of millions. But in fairness, I know we want to talk about this because we certainly don't want to talk about tonight's debate performance, where Hillary Clinton, just on her plane, lying that Donald Trump said falsehood after falsehood. I was watching the debate in real time. PolitiFact, the fact checker, said that he was right about her wanting to have the 550% increase in Syrian refugees. He's right about her not bringing jobs.